All right, welcome everybody to our, what month is it? It's May. Seems like July or something outside, but it's only May. But welcome to our May Grand River Woodturners Guild meeting. I'm Doug Brinks, the current president. I welcome you all here. Do we have any visitors or new people that would like to stand up and tell me about themselves? I see one here. Okay, Craig, welcome. Anybody else? There you go. I noticed you here. You walked in with me. All right. Well, welcome to our meeting. Anybody else? I don't see any other new faces here. Our membership guy is in the back. Gary, stand there with a black shirt on. If you are interested in becoming a member, see Gary. Our dues are $35 for the year. Some of the things that you get when you become a member here is we have a library. You can check out books and DVDs. It's in the back there in the corner. We have a raffle table. You can enjoy the raffle table, put some tickets down there, and hopefully get some deals and stuff. We have mentorship. So if you need help with anything, it's not because you're new, but because some people just need another person to look at something and say, hey, help me with this. We have memberships, our mentors all around the town. I'm south of town. I know we have some north. We have them all over. So if you're interested in working with somebody in their shop, you're welcome to get a hold of us, and we'll try to hook you up with somebody who's close to you. So that is our benefits, I believe, for everything. We also have a sharpening station that's right over there. So if you have tools and you don't have a sharpening station, you're welcome to come on down once a month, and we'll get your tools sharpened. Somebody here would be happy to help you with that if you're not familiar with the Wolverine system that we have on that lathe. Let's see. So today's demonstration is going to be Ron Vincent. He's going to show us a homemade texturing tool that he made and do some turning, so that'll be fun. Next month we got Ron Campbell. His name of his demonstration is Turning in the Dark. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I have an idea. It has to do with putting a light inside of a thin hollow form and turning it kind of with the lights off. So that's in June. And in July, we got Rebecca DeGroot coming in. She used to be a member here a few years ago, 10 years ago or so. And she has moved on, and she's now a professional turner. So we've got her coming back here in July to do some turning and some hands-on with some of the people here. Let's see, moving down the list here. Just with parking, when you come to our meetings, try to park towards the back. Don't park in front of the building up here. I don't know if that's been an issue the last couple of months or not, but I know it was the first month. Another thing, don't bring bug-infested wood into our raffle table. Last month we had a piece of wood that left around about 200 bugs on the floor that we had to eradicate. So yeah, try not to bring in stuff that's full of dust beetles and termites or whatever. Let's see, we're going to attempt to take pictures every month, and this month the two guys that have done it the last couple months are not here. So one of us is going to try, and if you will fill out, there's a sheet of paper, a little paper you can fill out what your name is and stuff. We appreciate if you'd fill that out and put it with your piece. That way, when we take pictures of it, we're going to post them on our Grand River Woodturners group. We'll know who to credit it to. And if you don't fill it out, then we're going to assume you don't want us to post that online. We have, let's see, so right now in Lowell, there is an exhibition going on that is has woodturners, wood quilters, and painters. Is that the three groups? Okay, printed, woven, and turn. We have several of our members there. In this group, I thought I wrote down their names here, but some reason I did not get all them. Yeah, Tom Sanson, Dave Curley, Jeff Grill. Is that it? Those three? And they've got, between the three of them, they got like 30 pieces down there. So that's in Lowell. If you wanted to check that out and see what's going on down there, I will definitely be making it out there next week sometime. The Festival of the Arts, which is the actual Festival of the Arts, is the first weekend in June. But right now they have the artists, the Festival of the Arts. What do they call it? The Regional Arts Competition going on. That's been set up in the DeVos Hall this year, and I think we only have two of our members with pieces this year, Dave Curley and Ron Campbell. And Dave Curley won an award. Oh, yeah, and Len Bozma, who was also there. And that's next on my list. Len Bozma is down there also. He's a member of our guild. And I know he's a member of the Kalamazoo Guild. I don't know if he's online today or not. But Len Bozma won our Ron Den Broder Award, which is an award our guild puts out every year to a woodturner at the Festival of the Arts, the Regional Arts. So congratulations, Len Bozma. Are you online? So,
hey, Doug, I am. Thank you.
Okay, I heard someone talking. That must have been him.
Yeah, I'm online. Thank you.
Okay. You might want to turn up the Zoom room a little bit. I turned it down earlier. It was really loud. That, I think, is everything except Dave needs to talk about our the Festival of the Arts. They're looking for woodturners. Demonstrators. We're going to bring a lathe down there during the Festival of the Arts. You want me to just tell them? Yeah. We're going to bring a lathe down there. We have an artisan. Well, we don't have an artisan tent, but some of our guild members have an artisan tent down there, and one of them, Tom, is going to bring down one of our lathes that we're going to set up because they have an area where they do demonstrations, and they have people, doing pottery and stuff like that. And we are going to fill out some time spots and get some of our turners down there to turn some stuff. Now, it's not like you're going to turn, a great big 14-inch bowl. We have a MIDI lathe down there, but you got a half an hour or so to turn a few things, like a top or a little bowl or something simple, a wand, and people will watch. So Dave has got to sign up for that. Do you have time slots and everything, or?
The thing is with this demonstration time slots is that, like you said, other demonstrators are in there. So what we need now is names.
Okay.
And then I'll submit it to Fred, and
Okay.
you can give me a preference.
Okay. So right now we're looking for volunteers. Anybody who is willing to go down to the Festival of the Arts first weekend of June and able to turn a few things. We need to get your name on a list. So then from there they can figure out how many turners we have, how many time slots we have. Then Fred Bivens, who does all that for the Festival of the Arts, he'll set up a schedule and with time spots and get back with us, and then we'll try to fill those time spots.
I've got one person that responded to the email.
Okay.
And then I think Gary was interested.
Okay. So, and Tom's got his,
Leave this right here up by the.
okay.
And I have a marker up here. I borrowed this from somebody last week. When we get done with it, you can have it back.
So the sign-up sheet's on the corner of the raffle table. So if you want to do a volunteer downtown, sign up on the sheet and leave your contact information. Tom, did you have something? It's a 1 hour slot. Okay. I remembered it being half. Okay, so it's a 1 hour slot for wood turning. So you could probably do a few things in that 1 hour. Typically, you get a crowd of people looking at it, and I tried to make tops or something I can just give out to the crowd. So that's going on there. I think that is everything I have. Is there anything else that I need to mention before we go into show and tell? Okay, let's do show and tell. I'm sorry. Oh,
The reception is 2 to 4 tomorrow.
oh, the artist reception is tomorrow, 2 to 4. I have that on my thing here. Okay, yeah. So for the Lowell Arts exhibit that has the turners, the weavers, and the painters, whatever. Their artist reception is tomorrow from 2 to 4. So if you want to go down there and meet the artists, take a look at all the stuff, everybody would really appreciate that. So, yes. No, this is Lowell Arts, right in downtown. Yeah, yeah, it's right next to the Lowell, the Flat River Gallery. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Across the road from the King Mill that's been there for 150 years. I just read all about that. And they're doing like an $8 million expansion or something. So yeah, it's right across the road from that, next to the Flat River Gallery in Lowell. That's tomorrow, 2 to 4, if you want to meet the artist. If you want to meet 3 of the artists, they're here right now today.
And shameless plug, the Flat River Gallery will be open during that time as well.
Yeah, which Dave is a member of the Flat River Gallery right next door, so check that out too. Anything else? Then let's go ahead and do show and tell. You can grab your piece, come around the left side of the room here, my left, your right, and up here and back up the middle out. So. I turn these and sell them at the gallery I'm in. Once every 12 or 14 months, I sit down and I turn 12 or 15 of these jewelry dishes. They're kind of popular. It has holes around the outside that our boys can put their earrings in. You can put your rings on the finial in the middle, and then everything else you just lay in the dish. So it's a cute little thing that is kind of something I just constantly sell. So my least profitable item. It takes a lot for what I sell that for. I sell those for $35. There's 3 pieces. One of them's all drilled and everything. It's my least profitable item, but I still enjoy making them once every year and a half or so. This wood is English walnut I got from a guy in Kalamazoo. Yeah, and it's beautiful. I was really impressed when I cut that open. So, and then the finials, I think a big piece of brown ivory that I bought, and I just keep cutting off finials out of it. So, and the base is regular walnut.
I'm Gary Humphreys. I got some big pieces of sycamore this winter, and I showed last month some that I made, and frustrated with the sycamore with cracking, but this is my last piece from the blanks that I made out of the logs. This is pear wood that I actually got Tom Penninga posted an option, and boy, pear really turns very nicely. I really enjoy turning that. The finishes are just wipe-on polyurethane. This is pear also. And I've previously commented about my progression in turning and going from just incidental edges that, gee, you turn it and whatever happens is the rim at the end versus intentional edges. I've visited Jeff out at his shop and look at his beautiful work and seeing that, boy, he puts an intentional edge on his. He plans ahead. And just seeing some of his, I sat down and sketched out a number of options for not just incidental but intentional edges.
Good morning. I'm Frank Abissi, and I made this pen. This is probably the best one I have ever made, and it's mostly catalogs. And then this little piece down here is what Ken would call siderodium. So, siderodium. Yeah, siderodium. Would I joke? Yeah, I would. But I did. I've got to the point where I buy paste wax, but any other friction polish or anything else I make. And what I use is boiled linseed oil, shellac, and denatured alcohol, and then I put a tablespoon. I do 30 milliliters of each into a container. Then I put in a tablespoon of lemon oil, and that seems to bind it, open things up real nicely. So, I didn't really put that down there, did I? So, anyways, take a look back there. I hope you all enjoy.
My name's Kevin Thomas. I present you today a urn for a friend of mine, retired sailor that passed away about a month or so ago. It is actually smaller because half of them is in holly. What we have here is walnut and maple. All the walnut came from here in the scrap bin, and all the maple came from a cabinet maker in Kalamazoo. I haven't been turning much big stuff, and this is the second urn that I've actually done. I tell everybody it's a 20/20 item. If you understand a hot rodder, that's the joke. Don't look too close because you'll see all the oopses and whatever, but that happens. You know, I'm working with it. It's about 3.5 cups of space. I've actually spent some time figuring out some of the tools that I bought from here and working with it. Obviously working with a much smaller lathe than this. Some of the things I actually enjoyed was actually turning the center of the lid with the new finger joint bowl gouge. That just turned absolutely beautiful. I'm like, oh, this is how this tool is supposed to work. So it made it real nice. I know my friend is going to like it. His family's going to love this. And thank you for taking a look at it.
Hi, I'm Ralph Lindholm. I've been turning for a while. But I ran across a bunch of 2x12s that came out of a building in Holland. They tore out the floor and all that, and then they just left the facade and they rebuilt the whole two buildings. That was 2 years ago. So I got a bunch of this 2x12 and I made some bowls. I made about 40 of these, but I didn't do anything to explain the whole story about the bowl itself and the piece of wood that's there. So if you think about that, this piece of pine was cut in 1880. So then from 1880 to about 2022, it was a floor joist in this building. So I got these floor joists. So it grows for 100 years, stays in the building for another 150. So now we're at the point, what's going to happen between now and the next 100 years? So I put a little verbiage on the back with a laser, and that's it. By the way, everybody's going to ask, did you turn it with the nails in there? No, I took the nails out and then turned a ring in the middle and ended up with this. So that's the story. I'm going to hand it around. You can take a look at the back.
But those are the original nails, right?
Yes, yeah, square cut, hand forged square nails, yes.
What's up, Pete? I'm Daryl DeRuyter. This is a piece of white oak, one piece that I split. It came from our wood lot. We live in the woods, and that one was spared from the firewood pile for no particular reason that I thought I'd try to make kind of a water bowl. A demonstrator did a few months ago. Might have been better if I'd have worked the water along the grain more, but it didn't fit with the flow the forms that I found in the wood. The bottom of it, I got lazy, didn't sand it, I just took a wire brush to it. And it's a texture that I kind of like, so. That's pretty much that.
Dave Curley, hard to follow something like that. I don't know why I had him go in front of me. So, I've been exploring bowls, natural edge bowls with handles, and my progression is to find something that's kind of a bend in the wood, and then kind of end up with something like this. Well, obviously this one isn't finished, but this is not finished. I just kind of rough turned it as an experiment. It'll end up probably with some kind of pine needles and stuff like that around it. But I just like the idea of having the handles kick up, and also I'm doing a lot of sketching of this. I was exploring ideas of rounding the bowl section of it, and then putting a flat so that one might be parallel to the surface, and then this one kicks up that way. That type of thing. Just design ideas, and all basically came off of just a bend in the log, and cut this off because it's coming off anyway on the lathe. So rather than that on the lathe, just kind of take it off on the bandsaw. So that's my experiments for this month. So.
I'm Bruce Tannenhauer. I brought this in for a little joy for you guys. I turned this about 12 or 13 years ago and said all those nasty words that I know you all say, but you won't admit to it. And so it's been sitting on the shelf, and I need a sifter for my birdseed one day, and I said, okay, I know I'm not going to fix this thing, so I put it to use. So it's functional art.
Hey, good morning. My name's Colleen. Had a little bit of fun. I watched a YouTube video of a fella explaining how to make an acorn box. So I was able to do it, mostly. I couldn't get my jam chuck quite right, so I gave up. I was like, I'll just carve away the tenon. But I also tried out making a little bit of a scoop, and I messed up. I was thinking backwards, so I couldn't hollow it all, so I did all of that with some hand carving, which was kind of nice. Instead of bending over the lathe, I could sit outside in the sunlight. And then just tried a piece of oak. This one has a lot of figure in it, and then a couple of branches that were coming through, so it's kind of cracking. I'm going to call it interesting ways. Thanks.
Okay, so I think I see online Ruby's got her hand up. Do we have, if anybody else is online, raise your hand, do something, get a hold of Dave Bunge's attention, and let's go online to see what we have.
Okay, just a simple pepper mill, and I painted it black, and it's ash, and I used the silver embellishing cream to fill in the lines here. And I was experimenting with the different embellishing creams. So on the next one, I decided, okay, I'll make it blue. And the interesting thing on the blue was that the embellishing cream had actually dried out. But I decided to try applying it anyway. And when I did, it left the entire piece with a slight purple cast. And actually, it looks quite attractive in person. So I think I'll keep playing with that. And the only other thing I have, I was showing a chap how to core out yesterday. So I figured I might as well take this piece of ash, and I made 3 nice little bowls out of the one. So, and that's the typical way I finish the bottoms. And that's
Ruby,
it.
Ruby, what do you use to color your pepper mills? What kind of dye or coloring?
Well, in this case, I just used an acrylic spray paint.
All right, thanks.
Okay? And that's all I have. Thank you, Pete.
Hello, I went to the Detroit Woodturners to see the Greg Gallegos demo, and I hadn't done that before. I had some blanks left over from a Empty Bowls event that we had here in Traverse City. So I took a small piece of cherry and masked off part of it and textured it and painted and dry brushed. So I'm quite pleased with the first try of it. And it kind of has a thicker rim. Somebody earlier talked about an intentional rim, and I like that feel of a thicker rim to get a good thumb hold. This was another one that I did just last night, and it's thicker here, but it goes down to, it's maybe 3/16 on the rest of it. So yeah, just playing around. I may texture in between, but we'll see. But that's all I got. Thanks.
All right, looks like it's back to you, Doug.
Okay. At this point, we're going to take a short break. So have some coffee and donuts. We got raffle table here. Tom's got the tickets. Check out all the stuff. Buy your raffle tickets. And we'll be back here in 10 minutes or so. Thanks.